Bill Walton, the longtime Clipper and Celtic, was truly a man of his time. 5 years ago, the highly visible Hall of Famer suddenly dropped out of sight. But with the help of his new friends and partners from Midwest Orthopaedics at Rush, Walton has resurfaced. Luke Stuckmeyer has more.
I've had 36 orthopedic operations. I've got 2 fused ankles, my knees, hands, and wrists don't work, and now I have a fused spine. Other than that, everything is just fantastic.
A champion in both college and the NBA, an activist and an MVP. And in his second career as a broadcaster, Bill Walton told it like it was. But throughout decades as one of the game's most influential figures, Walton had a secret from his public life, and his basketball success came with a heavy price.
Things were going fine for me until January 7th, 1974, 38 years ago, when I was playing for UCLA, and I was high above the basket making a play on the ball, and somebody from the other team in a despicable act of violence and dirty play came from the other side of the court and took my legs out from underneath me. I flipped over and I landed flat on my back on a hard tartan floor, and I broke 2 bones in my spine that day, and I fought it. I fought it ever since.
The result was spinal nerve damage. And in recent years of desperate times, Walton had thoughts of a desperate measure.
My life was not worth living. I was standing on the edge of the bridge knowing full well what I needed to do to get out of that pain. If I had a gun, I would have used it. I'm all bolted back together, and I've got bolts, rods, a rector set cage to hold it all together, spacers between all the vertebrae, and it's the greatest thing in the world because you don't hurt anymore.
Walton is now pain-free, and with the team of Midwest Orthopaedics at Rush, he's introducing a brand new arena in Chicago for back treatment, the Minimally Invasive Spine Institute.
We do it in a much less invasive way, so we're able to access the spine without damaging the muscles through small incisions, and that generally leads to faster recovery, shorter stays in hospital, less pain medications.
Back pain that goes untreated, people become debilitated, they become less functionally active, they become less social, and it affects their quality of life. So I always tell people, as soon as you notice that this is affecting your quality of life, come in and see somebody, get evaluated.
Well, I was able to chase my dreams, and some of them actually came true. The greatest dream of all is that here I am now, 59 years old, and I don't have any pain, and that is truly remarkable. It's a miracle what's happened to me.